Zadio.
Never call me that. Jack, my boy, what's up?
Zadio.
See, that was even worse.
No, I tried to make it Irish, and I saw a building coming home the other day called Patio Furniture, which I hate. Oh my God. Because it's an Irish thing.
Yeah.
Patio, Paddio, kind of like Patty the Patty. Yeah. And then they make furniture and you can put it on your patio. You get it. I wanted to call in a bomb threat to that place.
Okay.
But no, the reason I bring up the Irish is, as of recording this, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, sir.
Did you get to pinch anyone? Did you wear some green? What'd you do?
I completely forgot that it was St. Patrick's Day until after I made it home. For probably like 2 hours after I made it home. It was like, oh shit, today is St. Patrick's Day. I don't think anybody at work besides maybe one person actually even realized, because that was the only person I saw wearing green.
St. Patrick's Day kind of fell off, huh?
I guess so. What do you really do for St. Patrick's Day other than wear green?
I mean, go out and go to an Irish bar, scream ole, 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 ole at a random soccer game. You know what I mean?
I guess I've never really done anything for St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, get into a bar fight with your brothers and become bounty hunters that take down the mob, and with your little buddy Rocco, who's in the mob but getting tired of the mob and getting ripped off and known as the funny man. You know what I mean? Willem Dafoe's there. Don't have a single clue what I'm referencing.
Nope. Breaking the scenery, you said Rocco, and I immediately thought of a German Shepherd. That's my aunt's dog. So
I thought of the Rock that Elmo is constantly having a beef with.
Rocco, Rocco, Rocco. Yeah, no.
I'm talking about Boondock Saints. You ever seen the Boondock Saints?
I have not.
It's a bad movie, but Willem Dafoe is phenomenal in it.
All right. Is this like phenomenal as in like actually good, or like phenomenal as in like it's good for that movie?
He's great. He's phenomenal. Norman Reedus is also in it with a horrendous Irish accent. It's horrible. Is
it that bad?
Yeah, but there is a great scene where dude comes home to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's like a junkie. And he comes home and he just killed a bunch of mobsters. So he's packing his stuff. He's like, we gotta get the fuck, we gotta get. And the previous night he had shot his girlfriend's cat. And he looks at his girlfriend and he says, shut your fucking mouth. And she's like, what happened? He said, I'll shoot myself right now if you can even name that cat. You're precious. And she goes, Whiskers, or whatever the cat's name was. And he goes, what color was it, bitch? It's a bad movie.
But okay, that sounds hilarious, though.
Yeah. But I spent my St. Patrick's Day not knowing it was St. Patrick's Day, but in a very funny way.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, we got some very unfortunate news to the boys out there. I got a week. I gotta go a week.
This is a travesty, man.
God damn it. Fucking, I don't want no kids right now, but
that's a pretty damn good reason.
Yeah. Do I have 10K right now? No. But to y'all out there, my lady is on birth control, and previously she had a IUD, which on accident one time I called it an IED, and someone was like, that's not it.
You did that on the podcast, actually.
Did I do that on the podcast?
Yeah. That other person was me. Yeah, that other person was me.
Yeah, I probably did it to you. I also did it to Raph, and they were like, no, that's an explosive device.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because I was still there then. I remember that.
Yeah. She does not have a bomb in her.
Gratefully.
But no, this year, you can only keep an IUD in there for 5 years. 4 or 5 years. And she was like, how long has it been since I've had that? And I said the specific date because I remember I went over a couple days after and we watched Alabama and Tennessee at our uncle's house. So it was 2020. And I was like, oh shit, this is going to be 5 years. Got to get that thing out.
Is there like a... Sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, is there like a time frame as to when you can like put another one in?
I'm not sure. Of course, now she is on the pill. Little spoiler. Yeah. So she didn't get another one in. She was not going to get another one in. I went as far to say, like, if it comes down to it, I'll get a vasectomy. Like, those aren't 100% reversible, no matter how much people try to tell you. But if she doesn't want to go on birth control again, because it does fuck with you when you're on birth control.
Yeah.
I said, I'll get it. But we ended up not doing that. And I was like, but no, we pop up to the hospital and she goes in and she thinks that yesterday was just a screening. Like, okay, here's all my information. Here's what's going on. Here's what I have, like all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they were going to schedule the procedure to take that thing out.
Oh,
30 minutes later, the doctor says, oh, so we're taking it out today? She goes, what? They said, yeah, we have it down that we're getting that thing out today. And she was like, I'm going to go get my husband. And they were like, huh? She said, I'm getting my husband if you're going to take this thing out of me. Now, luckily, she didn't freak out until the doctor was like, okay, you're going to cough. She was like, what? So you're going to cough to distract yourself because they're about to, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They open it, dog. Yeah. They open it all the way and just pull that thing out. But when she said that, she was not trying to think of what's going on down under. So then she started to think about it and then she started to freak out. So I had to.
Damn it, doctors.
She had one hand on my thumb and one hand on my pinky, and she was, and I was.
Why would you let her do that?
Listen.
2 hands, my brother. 2 hands.
Well, then I switched. I put my entire hand on her chest and started to play with her hair, and that's when she calmed down a little bit. But for the first part, I was like, oh God.
Yeah, you're just trying to break fingers.
No. But the thing popped out. That's a weird way to put it. Yeah. And the nurse looked at her and said, you want to see it? And she said, no, I don't want to see it. Why would I want to see that? But no,
I was going to say my mom would probably want to see it if there was like a do you want to see it situation.
But no, I didn't really start getting angry and I didn't want to fight them until they started playing with their titties. And then I'm just like, that's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's clear something up here. You said they started playing with the titties. Were they like doing real doctor shit?
Maybe. I don't know.
I wasn't
listening too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were checking for like lumps and shit, but I made the joke of like, that's when I was like.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought was happening.
But no, my first thought was they had her undress, put on the gown, and then she sat in the normal doctor's office chair.
Mm-hmm.
But she scooted all the way down to where she was almost sitting off of it and she was leaning back and they brought these 2 footrests that were standing to the side, just chink, chink. All right, put your feet up. And I was like, she's not going to give anything away, dog. Like, she doesn't know anything, I swear. That's what I knew. I was like, dude, doctor's offices are cold, dog. Soulless.
I mean, they kind of have to be. You know, to an extent. I mean, at some point you have to like make the patient feel comfortable, of course. But at some point you have to get it over with, do your work, you know. So, I mean, I imagine there's got to be that certain cutoff where they're just like, all right, got to go in now.
Yeah. But no, dude, when I heard those things click into place, I'm like, this is not a fun, this is not a wholesome place.
You think.
No, but the first time when she had to have it put in, her grandmother refused to go in with her, so she did it alone. So that's why she was like, I'm going to get my husband. Because she had it put in alone, and she hated every minute of it. So
I would imagine, yeah.
Dude, I saw these tools, what they used to like stretch that thing out and go in. I was like, thank God. I just like, I'll get a physical and they'll play with my sack a little bit. Thank God.
It goes until you get colonoscopies, and then
let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about it. But my quick little confession, when I get nervous, I laugh. So like, I almost started laughing really hard when she was like showing like pressure, when they were like, okay, you're going to feel a little pressure. And she would go, I almost started laughing.
Yeah,
not because it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best place, and you probably have to hold that in, I bet. So,
God, dude, I'm going to be the Joker when she's giving birth. I'm going to be like, okay, they're going to tell me to hold her ankle, and I'm going to see it coming out and be like,
evil.
Oh, and another little thing that happened yesterday. So she kept her cards in my wallet, so I took out the card to give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking out of the hospital. My wallet is gone. I lost it again.
Did you just not go back into the hospital?
No, I gave it to her in the parking lot. I dropped it in the parking lot.
Oh.
I just completely missed my pocket.
And when did you realize it was gone?
After we got out of the nurse's office, an hour and a half later.
Oh. Come on, dude.
Oh, we had unused gift cards, my 2 bank cards, my badge for Amazon, my old badge for Amazon, the cards that I thought I lost but I actually found, her Cash App card. So much shit is my ID. So much shit is in that wallet. Gone. And it's the wallet I got over a decade ago from my great grandmother. Gone. And that's about the 4th time I've lost that wallet. This time it's for sure gone.
You know those guys you see walking around with the chains on their wallet?
I'm not doing that.
You might have to, dude.
I'm not doing that.
You might have to.
I'm not doing that.
Like, it's like hear me out. Like,
it's
hear
ridiculous.
Me out.
It's ridiculous that
You've
I've
lost your wallet 2 times in the span of a year.
Yeah.
Or is this 3?
Maybe even more. Probably more.
I think it's time.
I'm not doing the fucking chain wallet.
I think it's time, brother.
No, I will get the fucking chip in my brain from the old Elon Musk himself before I get a fucking chain wallet.
I'm just saying, like, you keep losing your wallet, and it's always because, well, no, the first time you set it on your car.
I set it on top of the car one time. There's another time I just completely dropped it. Another time I misplaced it.
And there's like 2 times you've missed your pocket.
Which I'm still so mad about, because you remember the story where my wallet couldn't sit on top of the car, but the tire iron could for a whole 2 days?
Look, the tire iron's not as affected by wind as the wallet would be.
I hit speed bumps! Like...
and it bounced, and you heard it. It just didn't go anywhere after that.
How?
Because it's heavy. It's a metal rod. It's going to sit there and roll, and I'm pretty sure the top of your SUV has like indents or something that kept it in there.
I guess fucking the hand of God was keeping that bitch on there. But what we are actually doing today is I got to spend my weekend reading through Reddit confessions.
Yeah.
I did a lot of these at work. Not good. Not a fun time to, hi, I'm on break. I'm going to get to eat my lunch. Oh, I killed someone. Oh, like, not good.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. I'm not a Reddit guy. Are you a Reddit? I know I look like a Reddit guy. I'm not a Reddit guy.
I do browse Reddit every now and again, yeah.
You're not a mod of any server, though.
No.
Okay, good. But when going through Reddit confessions, there were so many of like, me and my wife are getting a divorce and I don't know what to do. And I'm just reading this and I'm like, did you hit her? This is confessions. I don't care. Keep scrolling. You know what I mean? There was a chick on there that said like, I want an older man to fuck me today. And it's like, that's not a confession. What are we talking about? Where's the juice?
What was the last Reddit video we did? Was it relationship advice?
It was a segment that we did in one episode.
Yeah, that's right. There was a lot of that too when I was looking for those. And I'm just like, okay. Like,
yeah.
This is relationship advice, or are you just telling me that you broke up with somebody? It's no longer a relationship.
You're not in a relationship. You get no advice.
Yeah.
But this is how we're going to do it. I got some bad ones.
I saw, for those that don't know, I saw the title to one of these earlier, and oh my.
I got some bad ones, but this is what we're going to do. We are going to get into the bad ones, and if either of us needs a quick little tap out, I got some lighter ones that we can read through. Got some ones that might cause a discussion. So, you ready for this?
Let's get it.
All right, I'm going to start off with a little, and it's on my phone. I'll bring it over here. Just so I'm not
the fancy charger
all the way off my camera. Fancy charger because my phone doesn't work. All right. Now, this title. When I get a white /swollen taste bud, I just clip it off with nail clippers. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes get these white, swollen taste buds, usually on the tip of my tongue. It's presumably from running my tongue across the my bottom permanent retainer. When I get them, it's so uncomfortable and annoying that it occupies like 90% of my thoughts and drives me absolutely insane. A few years ago, I discovered a slightly barbaric solution. I simply take some nail clippers and clip off the taste bud that's bothering me. It bleeds for a little bit, but not for too long. Of course, it hurts pretty bad to do, but the quick 30 seconds of pain to cut it off versus a week of constant discomfort is an easy call for me to make. I also have a tongue piercing, lots of tattoos, and have a relatively high pain tolerance, so maybe that's why I go down this route. And scrolling through the replies of this, I bite mine off. You psychopaths. Psychopaths.
Brother, train yourself to stop running your tongue over the fucking retainer if that's your issue.
Have you had swollen taste buds?
Yes.
It sucks.
It does.
It's rough.
I think I have one right now, actually.
Nail clippers to it.
That's not doing
insane.
That. I will play with it like because I'm like that, but I won't cut it off. I won't bite it off. I won't do anything like that. That's fucking stupid.
That's so insane. I don't. You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever seen the video of the kid who wants to fight a guy who punches metal for fun? That video?
I don't remember that at all.
Okay, it's a video of a kid on a bus, and he just says that, right? I heard that like thousands of times in school. Not that exact thing, but people acting like that. I'm pretty sure you probably knew some kids like that.
It wouldn't shock me if I did. It's not a very permanent or pertinent memory.
But that's what it rings to me. Like, I'm so tough. Look at me do this thing. I did get advice in high school, though. I was developing like one of my first skin tags. And someone was like, yeah, just clip it off with nail clippers.
No.
I was like, I think
it's still got nerve endings. You could feel that.
I went to my mom. I was like, do I? And she was like, no, don't do that. Who told you to do that? You're a psychopath.
That's a big hell no.
Oh, God. So I had another one.
Okay.
And the title was Sleeping with My Aunt. And the post has been deleted because,
Yeah.
But it was basically this guy describing how sometimes his uncle will leave town to go on a work trip, and he'll just head over there, sleep in the same bed, just start fucking his aunt. You know, back shots, missionary, sideways.
I don't need the description.
Fantastic Four.
What?
Up, down, and over.
You know what? I'm not even going to question it anymore.
Doggy style again. Back shots, front shots, side shots, upside down shots.
Reverse shots.
Dude, I don't. And this is the thing, okay? I'm going to fully admit to this, but we all do it. When I hop on Pornhub, or I can't do it anymore because it's banned on Tennessee. When you go on a porn website, why is the majority stuff like family stuff? You could say algorithm. It's not algorithm. I don't watch these videos. Fucking aunt, step aunt. Dude, they will do family members, but put step in front of it. Like, I saw grandfather, but they were like, we can't do grandfather, so we'll do step grandfather.
After a certain point, you know they're just doing that for the funniest. Like, they have to. There's, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, some of the people out there, but, I mean, it has to. It has to be.
I guess, but, like, I enjoy myself some older women, okay?
Okay.
And it sucks that every time I type in those four little letters that we all know, you know.
Yeah.
The M, not the G. I don't go that old. Okay?
Yeah.
It's nothing but stepmom, 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 aunt, stepmom, stepmom. Why? You freaks.
It's in the acronym, sir.
I guess you could go. What's not? I guess so, but that's not the intention.
See, the issue is
of the
that
original
doesn't
acronym.
See, that's why you choose the word cougar instead of the M one.
Sure, but even then, I get uncomfortable with those. It's like cougar goes after her son's best friend.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the territory you're walking into when you search up that.
I guess you can't really avoid it, huh?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. Now there is some that I sent to my Discord, and it was like, it said, no, we're not showing this in the messages. So this is going to be a surprise when I open it.
Okay.
God damn. A lot of people deleted it.
Yeah.
Dude, stand by your word.
Yeah. I mean, it is r/confessions, so maybe they shouldn't delete it, but was it deleted by mods maybe?
It said, some of them say, or at least one of them was like deleted by author.
Oh.
Dude, I hope that whoever was sleeping with their aunt, I hope a family member caught that. You fucking freak. You disgusting freak.
I can't imagine people doing that. I couldn't put myself in the mindset.
All right, but we got another little contestant here.
Okay.
My boyfriend told me to give him a chili dog. I want you to throw out a guess as to what a chili dog is.
I think it. I'm the way you're laughing makes me think it's as bad as what I'm thinking, but
Come on,
I really just hope it's not.
Throw out a guess.
So is it?
Let's get into it.
Just read the damn story.
This happened quite literally 5 minutes ago.
Oh, fuck.
I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, and we're very open with each other, and we're talking. And to be honest, I don't even remember what about, but it was sexual. And he says he wants me to chili dog him, and I'm like, what's that? Are you hungry? And he won't tell me. Well, Urban Dictionary came in clutch, and I'm fucking beyond shocked.
There we go. Cool.
To make a long story short, chili dogging is when a woman defecates on a man's dick and then proceeds to do anal.
Okay, that's not where I thought that was going. I knew the defecation part gave itself away. The chili, I thought we were. Never mind.
Motherfucker said, "Return to sender."
Literally.
That's so disgusting. That's so. Listen, we don't kink shame over here. There's a couple kinks I'll shame: CNC, age play, that kind of stuff. Right? Get that away from me. I have a hard time when it comes to wanting to get chili dogged. Okay?
I don't know.
Now,
No.
when your lady lets out a little poot, you know what I'm saying? A little, you know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's kind of funny.
It's funny.
You have a heart attack for a second. It's kind of funny. I would never ask a woman, hey, listen.
I don't think I could ever. I don't think I would want to, for one, but I don't think I'd have the ability to ask for that.
Sit down for let me hold your hand real quick.
This is where you open up the conversation with, hey, can I talk to you? And like, don't laugh.
Listen,
and like, you won't be mad if I ask you, right? Like, just like, tell me you won't be mad if I ask you this.
Whatever I say, our relationship doesn't change, right?
Mm-hmm. You can say no.
Listen, you can say no. All right. Now, I revealed this one to the... You can say no. I revealed this one to the Discord, and I'm pretty sure this dude just admitted to a felony. Okay?
Oh, that one? The one you sent me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Once, when I was 26, I mailed my jizz to my ex. Just take a breath. Let that process.
I want to know why.
So this happened about 20 years ago when I was 26, but still decided to create a throwaway account. My ex-wife and I were young and stupid, getting married and divorced in our 20s. We moved up our wedding because she got pregnant. That's when I found out she had no interest in being a parent or even cared about me. I absolutely love our son, but quickly was hating her. Somehow the judge sided with me and I got full custody. Somehow. If you were the one who gave a shit about the somehow?
Nah, court system's very fucked.
I guess so. She took most of her crap and moved back to her hometown, which was about 5 hours away. Periodically, she would call less than once a month to talk to my son. Eventually, she asked me to mail her the rest of her stuff. It wasn't much, a couple of t-shirts, and she wanted 2 plate, 2 mug, and 2 bowls. From the set we bought together, no big deal. I'd already packed it all away in the basement. I figured out just how much to ship it, and she sent me the money via PayPal. Here's where it gets good, he says. I know how much she loves one of the t-shirts. So of course, I donate most mature thing I could. What? I fired up the laptop, got myself in the mood, and let out a giant load all over the shirt. Then I proceeded to wipe the load all over the dishes before packing it all away. I never did find out her reaction when she opened it. That's a felony.
Now, from the way he explained their eventual divorce, I can't tell if it was like on bad grounds or like being...
Well, it seemed like she didn't want to be a mother, so she was treating them poorly because she got pregnant and had a kid, I guess.
I mean, okay, cool. But she still like seemingly tries to have a conversation or tries to like have some sort of relationship with the kid. And he didn't make it out to seem like a bad thing, which like gives me hope that it wasn't too bad of a split. Like in the situation that like she seemingly wasn't asking for anything unreasonable.
Well, even then, I think the farthest you should go is maybe, I don't know, sending a picture of you and a new person. You know what I mean? I don't think
if you want to be petty, yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Send bodily fluid. Again, I'd call the FBI.
See, this makes me want to know if that's actually like illegal.
Yes! That's hazardous material. It's like you can't send out blood to people.
I don't know why I looked this up on.
I was about to say, you're about to ruin your search history.
Yeah, I did because
Is it
I
illegal
didn't.
to send my cum?
So, it's not. With the caveat of there being strict regulations as to the way you can send it, which is packaging, labeling, and shipping. He did not do that, most likely. So
no,
it would
he
still
came
go
into his shirt and rubbed it on some plates.
Yeah, exactly. So why is there a how-to? I don't care. Anyways,
a how-to?
Yeah. I can't imagine why he felt the need to do that.
I don't get hating someone that much to where I'm going to shoot something off and send it to them.
Like, you had to put in a lot of work. Maybe a lot of work for that.
That's a lot of fun. I get if she's a shitty parent, right? She was kind of a cunt leaving the relationship. I get resenting her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get behind.
I don't. That's not, no.
And plus she could, well, it's dried up by then, but I'm saying she could use it to have another kid, and now you owe child support. And do you want that? At the end of the day, scrap everything away. Do you want child support as a man?
Hell no.
That's all I'm saying. Next up on the list is just a short little, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I get turned on by seeing women in wheelchairs.
Fetishizing.
I get the confessions, but does anyone really need to know that? Like,
I mean, that's the whole point of the sub. So, I mean,
yeah, but could you imagine sitting around with the boys and one of them just says, by the way, Z, God, I love women in wheelchairs, dude. I've searched gender swap Stephen Hawking so many times. What are we talking about? You know what I mean?
I feel like that rolled off your head too fast for that to not have been a thought before for some reason.
What are we talking about right now? What are we doing? What accusations are we making?
I'm just saying.
What are we talking about right now? How did we just turn the gun on me? What are we doing?
I had to. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is probably need to go through your computer.
Just saying, what's that homework folder?
I will ask you.
You're not in school.
You're not. This says class project. You ain't no goddamn classes. I know you. Taxes. You've been committing tax evasion for the past 5 years.
Is that for whenever they find out and search your shit?
IRS opens the tax folder. It's just.
I think I have to do that now.
No, I will ask you though, and you can completely not want to answer if you don't want to. But what is, when it comes to physical attraction, what is the weirdest thing you would say you're attracted to?
The weirdest thing?
Yeah, it could be a body part, could be a trait, you know, birthmark.
I don't think I have any specific preferences, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Usually
think there's like, I don't think there's like the weirdest part that I could think of that I would like.
You don't like feet?
No, not necessarily, no.
What about some like kneecaps?
I don't necessarily think about kneecaps.
You fuck with armpits?
Not really.
You fuck with back fat?
I've never thought about back fat.
Fuck with ears?
No, I don't really think about many things.
What about nostrils? You fuck with big nostrils?
I think big nostrils will probably turn me off more than it will turn me on.
Bitch, you got a big ass nose. Get the fuck away from me. Goddamn.
Fucking sniffing my thoughts, ain't you?
Yo, my house is about 2 miles down the road. Smell what's in the backyard right now.
Did I leave my oven on? Did I leave the pizza in? Smell me real quick. We're
Actually,
20 minutes away. And?
That's a superpower, dude. It's like, oh, we just got into this town. Hey, babe, tell me what restaurants are around.
See, if you take a right here, we've got an O'Charlie's.
God damn, that thing's a bat signal, dude. No, my lady hates that I love this so much, but I do. I love the crease of like leg and stomach, like right there on the hip.
Okay.
God, I love it. When she's sitting down and it's just like right here, dog. Oh my God, I start barking. I just squeeze that thing and I'm like, ah! She says, stop. So what are you doing?
All right, Jack, we're on a podcast here. We don't need to know everything about it.
We're on a confessions podcast.
I guess you're right.
I can get insane if you want me to get insane.
No,
all right?
I'm good. I'm perfectly fine.
Right,
we don't need another basket situation where you start crying.
About 5 years ago.
Not pulling from the history logs here.
I didn't turn my homework in when I was 10.
I stole a thing when I was like 8.
I stole Snickers from the concession stand after football practice, which is real. I actually did that. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I swiped that bitch, my fat ass.
Couldn't afford the $2 for it.
No, like no one was there. It was closed.
Oh, damn.
The back door was unlocked and we were at football practice during the summer and we just snuck in that bitch.
Said, damn, a bitch is hungry.
I gave my buddy a heart attack because me and him grabbed one. And same dude in the Faith story, by the way. The one my mom thought we went over to the house and Eiffel Towered her ass. Yeah. We grabbed one, started walking out, and he was like, you grabbed one, right? And I said, nah. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, I grabbed one.
So we don't have for nothing?
Fuck you mean? But, so this is the one I wanted to have a bit of a conversation about.
Oh, okay.
So this lady, and I say lady because it says Nikki loves cat girls.
Okay.
I think I genuinely enjoy surveillance. All right.
Okay.
Bit of a lengthy one. I'll try to get through it quick.
All right.
I know a fair amount of people nowadays have beef with public surveillance, like security cameras, GPS tracking on their devices, for example. And a lot of them are trying to fight against it because they think it's invading their privacy and, I guess, violating their rights? Question mark.
I guess.
But for some reason, I'm not concerned about it. In fact, surveillance makes me feel a sense of peace and safety inside. Being watched by security cameras to me feels like the person/people behind the lens genuinely care about me. We'll get into that. It's kind of difficult seeing an obvious security camera in a public place and trying to suppress the desire to stare straight into it or wave at it. I do that shit all the time.
I mean, yeah, who doesn't?
The hypothetical thought of there being a tracking device or chip inside one's body would scare the ever-loving hell out of an average person, but to me, it doesn't terrify me in the slightest. I feel comforted instead. Even though I'm pretty sure I definitely shouldn't be, is there something wrong with me, and what is this type of affinity called? I've tried to search the internet for others who feel a similar way, but so far I've only found people being paranoid about surveillance or people with a fetish for it. Nasty. Yeah. I'm not afraid of surveillance at all, and this feeling definitely isn't sexual. I don't think anybody said it was. So I don't know what it is. I'm not asking for ways to rid myself of this affinity for surveillance. I just want to know what it's called and if there are others who feel like me, because can't find anyone who shares the same feelings about surveillance, yada, yada, yada. Yada. So thoughts. Just quick thoughts.
They, how do I say this? It sounds like they have a bad case of like Stockholm syndrome.
Okay.
Just from the I feel that they genuinely care about me statement.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But I get the rationale of like it makes me feel safer. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
But going to the extent of like, no, it's, like, just look up Edward Snowden. That's all I want you to do. Just look up Edward Snowden. What happened with the NSA and him? I
say like, if at any point this person decided that they like to be tracked, they could just always think of the NSA. That's what I was going to say. Because at any point, I'm pretty sure they need a warrant or something to look at your specific information. But
that does not mean they cannot access it.
Yeah,
and are not accessing it.
Yeah, that part.
Legality. Most government agencies don't give a fuck about legality.
We'll throw that. I don't exactly know what they're doing on their end there, but that seems like the simplest way they can deal with their obsession.
It could be a fear of like being alone, maybe. Or like again, I get possibly. The fear. I get the safety feeling of being watched and being surveyed. But let me break something to you. When you're being surveyed, that doesn't mean you're being protected. That means they're going to see what exactly happened to you. The laser's not going to come out of a fucking security camera and nail whoever's trying to grab you or whatever. I hate to put that thought in your head, but like...
it just seems like if at any point in time somebody wanted to know where you are, what you were doing, you already carry around a phone.
Your phone, and if people want to track what you're doing, your bank cards, your ID, your social security number, they will know where you are, especially because you carry, this little supercomputer,
and they straight up triangulate off of cell towers. So yeah, they can get you to a pretty good degree there.
But all that to the side, it's a whole argument of giving up your freedoms or giving up a certain level of privacy in service. I don't want to say service because that sounds like I'm leading you in one direction, but in like for the greater good. The security of you and every other citizen will be better if you give up some of your privacy. Do you think that is a valid thing? Do you think we should have our privacy? And I think we should have at least some level of privacy, but like, where is that line? You know what I mean?
I think I'd have to somewhat follow, I think the legal definition, I want to say. Not sure how accurate that statement is, but like, if I'm out in public, I don't necessarily care because there's no expectation of privacy.
Yeah.
But if I'm like at home, sure, I wouldn't want to be surveyed. But if I'm out in public, there's not really anything I can do. There's the expectation that anywhere I go is going to have some sort of surveillance.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I don't necessarily care. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. If it's there, it's there. It's there to protect either you or whoever's got the cameras, whoever's running the system.
Okay, so basically you're saying that if this was like, have you ever played Watch Dogs Legion?
I haven't played it, but I know of it, yes.
Okay, that world where there's drones flying everywhere, every corner there's 5 security cameras or whatever. But in that world, you have your private property. And whatever's on your property, that's yours. That's yours to access. That's not anybody else's. If you want to access this, get a fucking warrant. But outside of your property, you're cool with all the drones and security cameras and Big Brother in a way.
I mean, it's a little dystopian, but I mean, if that's the way society runs, then I guess I really don't have much to say about it.
You would have to see the data.
I mean, I'd imagine if it's public recording and something like that, it should be publicly accessible. But other than that, I mean...
You're saying that anybody should have the ability to go in and see whatever they want?
I mean, like, in terms of, like, public spaces, not, like, private property of businesses or homes or anything, but, like, if you're out on the street and there's cameras and you just kind of want to see, I mean, sure, I guess.
You want to have a little look-see?
I mean, there's already, YouTube channels that are, like, specifically, like, traffic cameras, live streams. And, like, every now and again, when we know of something wild going down and we know that there's that specific camera is around somewhere, sure.
Yeah.
But, like, beyond that, it's a little weird. If, like, anybody could just come look at you, track you throughout your day or something as you're walking along the street, but...
Yeah, that's concerning. That's really... Because even now with the stories of, like, female streamers getting jumped because men are following them around their IRL stream.
IRL streaming is just dangerous in general. So...
Yeah, but especially for, like, female IRL streamers. It's... So, like, maybe the public access, no. Just for that reason alone, because there could be some fucking creep, whatever.
Yeah.
But, and to ask this question in a bit of a different way, if you are at a motel, do you think it'd be okay for the owner to have a room where he could just look into every hotel room and say, like, well, it's for security reasons?
That's a little much because, like, in a hotel room, there is an expectation of privacy even between, like, the people running the hotel and the people staying in the rooms.
Yeah. It's
almost like, hate to bring up Mr. Dr. Disrespect here, but, like, the bathroom situation. Yeah. Right? It makes me think of that. Yeah. So I don't imagine that will run over very well with me, especially, but, like, I can't really think of, like, a contradicting statement to that. I don't think I'd like that very much.
I'm sure the legality would be like, I gave you money, I'm renting this room, this is now my property for the amount of time I paid you to rent this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, with the caveat that upon it's not my property, I will be responsible for anything that's happened to it.
Yeah. But that's why I don't stay in motels. I've heard way too many scary stories about motels, dude. Every time I see a motel, no.
I would rather stay in like I've heard horror stories about Airbnbs as well, but I would rather stay in one of those or like a hotel before I stay in a motel, to be honest.
So to end this, I'm going to just rattle off some fun ones. All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, those weren't like too heavy. I may have hyped it up a little more. We didn't get to the one I sent you.
Yeah.
But to give a quick summary of it, this dude made this autistic kid feel like he was his friend and then said, no one likes you. I just played Minecraft with you that one time. And that kid went back and at the funeral, he learned that he was autistic. He had a hard time making friends and that his parents were happy because he started talking about how he actually made a true friend and yada, yada, yada. Yeah.
Is this regret that he was feeling in the
yeah,
of that post?
Okay. It's been haunting. He said it was a decade ago when it's been
10 years ago. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. But let's get to the lighter ones.
Ooh, okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
The first one, I pee in my boyfriend's shower and he hates it. Basically, and summarize because, 10 minutes. Dating my boyfriend for 3 months. A couple weeks ago, took a shower together. Told him I needed to pee. He turned around and she peed, but he was disgusted and said that never do that again, but she does it anyway. Listen, my lady has told you the story. I got upset with her. I pee in the shower. I feel that warm water. I gotta go. Okay? Now, I'll tell her to just move, and she'll be like, no. I'm like, move or you're going to get pissed on. Like, this isn't negotiable. But there was one time where she pissed me off, so I looked. She started washing, and I just went. And she was like, what? I was like, I'm peeing on you. And she looked down, and I was pissing on her.
You're a dick.
We're in the shower, dude.
Like, I mean, I get it, but still, though.
I would never do that, like, out in public, okay?
Of course. And onto their situation, I mean, I get it. But, like, it's also, from the way you phrased it, it's also his fucking shower. So, I mean, his house, his rules kind of thing. But on the her side, it's... I think, if I remember correctly, it's probably been over a decade, at least, from when I've last read this. But doesn't peeing in the shower, like, technically save on water or something?
Does it actually? I mean, that makes sense.
I don't remember, because showers are already pretty wasteful, I believe, so...
Yeah, but they're better than baths, and we need to bathe, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, there's a certain point when it comes to... It's like the microplastics talk. It's like, oh, you got a credit card. People have gone hundreds of years using plastic bottles for shit. I'm going to be okay.
I mean, before plastic, it was, what, livers?
I guess. But no, I get the worry about using plastic. I do. My environmental science teacher told me that, like, isn't it insane that if, like, the human race goes extinct, the only thing left of us is going to be a shampoo bottle, a goddamn Old Spice. I can't listen.
Yeah, it would be. It's kind of fucked up that would happen. But also, I mean, yeah, we've been using plastic for so fucking long. If we're worried about microplastic, we should have been worried about lead before anything. So,
yeah, I guess that's actually a good counterpoint of, like, people didn't know what lead was doing.
I mean, a motherfucker put it in our gas, and then that proceeded to fuck the entire world over for still, actually. So, yeah.
But they convince you, hey, it's actually good. It's like when
brother
the coal
drank
companies,
it and then I forget who exactly was the creator of that gas, the lead gas, but dude drank it for a demonstration and then went on vacation while dealing with lead poisoning. So,
well, it's like the oil companies back in the day. They learned that what they were doing was killing the planet, and they just said, "No, it's not." People were like, "No, we're actually." And they said, "Nah, what are you talking about?"
Yeah,
killed everybody who tried to bought everybody or killed everybody. That's how it went. That's how it goes.
Pretty sure the effects of that gas led to the entire world's IQ dropping a little bit. So, yeah.
Another little fun little confession.
All right.
I always squeeze my boobs before I go to sleep every night.
That's just a comfort thing at this point.
Listen, if I'm a lady, I squeeze my tits right now.
Yeah, I've been told that they're pretty fun stress balls. So, by the women that have them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought your lady just came up to you and just fucking.
No.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying, dog. Because I mentioned my titties, I thought you segued into your titties.
No. I'm segueing to the women what they say about their titties. I squeeze mine, so I mean,
you squeeze yours. But that is pretty much all that I got for now. I'll try to come up with some juicier ones for a part 2 if we ever want to do a part 2. If you want to be in the part 2, maybe we might ask the Discord for some of their confessions, some anonymous little confessions. If you're in the Discord and you're watching this, do it. Z, tell them, do it.
Do it.
do it. If you want to be in the second one, redlighthomies@gmail.com. Send an email with your confession, and we'll gladly read it. We'll make it anonymous if you want to. If you want to just,
If you want to be
business,
anonymous,
yeah. If you want to lay your business out on the streets, give your full name, email, number, whatever you want to. Just let us know, and we'll gladly do that. Won't we?
I mean, shit. Our crowd's not too big right now, but
I'm sure no one will see it. It's not like we've deleted stuff because we didn't want anyone to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, long story short, it wasn't in the pod, so it doesn't matter.
It's not in the pod, so it doesn't exist canonically. That's not canon.
Yeah, exactly.
This was the homies Jackie and Z. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We had a fun little time. I hope that my suffering of reading some of these was worth it. Make sure you like, rate, and share, especially rating, especially sharing, whether that's clicking the crooked arrow, clicking the crooked arrow and sharing to whatever platform you want to do, or word of mouth. Word of mouth is very, very important. I realized I forgot the rating. Very, very important. If your buddy comes up to you and says, hey, I want to hear how fucked up humanity is, Z, what do they tell him?
Well, you can head over to the boys Jackie and Z, where they read off some confessions by some of your fellow humans, and you can learn how fucked up they are through them.
Absolutely. And rate it 5 stars. I'll just put that out there right now. Rate it 5 stars.
Rate it 5 stars. Make sure to give us a like.
This was the homies Jackie and Z.
That's me.
And we'll see y'all next Monday.
Peace out.